Hi, this is Denora Ledesma, the Holistic Enchantress, and welcome back to my channel. So I did a meditation last night, and the information that I received was on the Mandela effect and why not to be afraid of it, no matter how creepy it might seem. And I know I pretty much lost it for a little while after I found out about the Mandela effect, but all in all, I was still very excited about it, because what it told me was, all these theories were out there about who's doing this to us, what's doing this to us. Well, I thought, if it is possible that someone is doing this to us, then we can definitely change our own outcome. If somebody else can do it, I can definitely do it. And if I am on autopilot, then I'm open to somebody else actually messing with my life. But if I know what I'm doing and I realize it and I wake up to it, then I can take control of my life. So I got excited about it. I thought, wow, okay, let me figure out how this works so that I can now do the time jumps on my own for my own good and not let anybody else hinder that. So anyways, the meditation that I got was how this is happening now. So you make a decision and you split off. So instead of turning left, you turn right. So then, without your consciousness being involved, the left situation, the left decision still is going on, but your consciousness is on the right decision, because you turned right, not the right decision. But so now every decision you make after that splits off, and you create another universe that still goes on with the decision you didn't you're not consciously choosing, and it goes on and on from there. So what's happening now is that so many of us really don't live in the present, and we're either living in the past with abuses or even victories. We're just living in the past, reliving all the traumas and the hurts, and also, all the wonderful things that maybe we don't think we have now that we had in the past. We're still living in the past, reliving all of that. So we're keeping that dimension, that energy kind of strong there. And then some other of us are off in the future thinking about what's going to happen there, what should we be doing, and just wishing that we were somewhere else and not necessarily focused on this present. And in doing so, we're not putting a lot of energy here. And and in the ones in between, the harsh past, or what we believe to be the wonderful future, we're also not putting any energy in between those areas. So as all our universes are starting to collapse, because we're not putting energy into them, the ones that we have the most attention to are getting what do you call it? Well, they're getting our attention, so they're getting the energy, and they're getting the oomph to keep going. So I kind of drew a little something. Hopefully you can understand. So this is you. This is decisions you made. And then let's say you take this decision. So then you make another decision and it splits off. You take this decision, then you make another decision and it splits off. Let's say you take this decision, and so on, right? So here's the other side of the decisions you didn't make. Well, when we're jumping we're always jumping in between dimensions. We just don't know it because they're so close. There's very little that is different in this section right here. But what's happening now is, since a lot of us don't put energy into this section, we mainly put energies into these or these. So when we're jumping back and forth, we're jumping kind of big. And so we're noticing them a lot more. And the fact that we're also ascending and wanting, if you haven't heard about it, you should look it up, the event. Everybody's focusing on that and what we want and how beautiful. Well, that's usually way further than this section right here where we're constantly jumping back and forth at. But we don't notice because, it's so close. It could be just I wore a red shirt instead of a blue shirt, or I wore a different nail polish. So I mean, it's not that off. But now things are jumping from there to here, and so we notice them a little bit more. And that's just this. I mean, there's other dimensions more from this. So if we're focusing on what we want and we're putting the energy on what we want, and we don't stray from that, we can actually jump into a really nice timeline of what we've wanted if we only hold on to it as much as possible. So anyways, I hope you understand that. There's so much more I would like to say. I'll save that for another video. But the other thing, I also pulled a card for today. So for anybody that is interested in this video, the card is listening. And what that means is, if you're getting messages, you're hearing messages, people are telling you things, more than once, and you're wondering, is this a message? Is this a sign? This card means yes, it is. You are talking to your guides, they are talking to you, and they urge you to please listen to the messages. It's urgent that you follow through with what it is that you're hearing. If it means to quit your job, then quit your job. If it means to turn left instead of right, then turn left. But it means to follow that every day, every hour, every minute. Just follow the guidance, because that's going to take you to where you want to go. Well, have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.